Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. He'll get this one complete to Darden. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and they get to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And finally taken down at the 34. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 9. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
64, weak. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Mike's 56, Mike's 50.
Lawrence will throw. Sharks got it, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
56
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Into the hands of Darden. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm gonna go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Running right, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll go with Jones. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working. Against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to our with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. On the slant, this is Chark. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run here with Robinson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point tagged on by Lambo. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. That'll be caught by Darden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Bandit, bandit.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
61, matchbox, light,
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a home. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
56, the mark, boys, 56, check 56.
Well, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 51. Watch twitch. Watch 3. 218. Jump. 2.
Out of the gun. It's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after by Lambo up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking downfield for Godwin. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Your face.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the...
To me, scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Again, Jackson will drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Shark hauls it in. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 77 yards.
And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt about it.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And it's incomplete. It's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Jacksonville, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.